Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salah.
And we start with the Nigerian Women's League. We've got two champions. That's the way it is, because we have Group A and Group B at the end of the middle of the season. But then you have Rivers Angels topping their group in A, and of course Nasarawa Amazons also topping their group, and that's all we'll actually tag them the mid-season champions.
Yeah, interesting. For me, no surprises about Rivers Angels topping in Group A, because we all know the antecedents and the reputation in women's football in the country. Before Nasarawa Amazons topping Group B, that's a bit of a surprise for me, but it shows you they're a very decent side. So they seem to really watch out for. But hey, there's a lot to still play for. We're just halfway through the season, and a lot can still change.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Rivers, they played 6 games, and of course you have Nasarawa, they played 7 games, A and B. Also on the program, well, for the 4th time, Atletico Madrid are out of the Champions League, and of course they keep losing to one particular team, Real Madrid. 4 times in a row, you have an opponent being eliminated by one particular club.
Yeah,
that's the record. Yeah, that's the record that let's talk about, not the Galacticos in Cardiff, because it was expected.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah, I guess you were very confident that there was no way Atletico were going to overturn that 3-0 deficit. But that's what we always say in football. When you're playing two-legged ties, you have to ensure you don't lose the tie in the first leg. And that's exactly what Atletico did by losing 3-0 at the Bernabeu. And for me, it was a bit of an anticlimax, because after Atletico scored 2 goals in the opening 15 minutes, I thought we're in for a dramatic night, and probably one of the greatest comebacks ever in the history of the Champions League. But it didn't pan out that way, and yeah, good luck. Congratulations to Real Madrid. They will take on Juventus in Cardiff. Okay, now let's move away from football. Now let's talk about tennis, where Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal have booked the sport in the 3rd round of the Madrid Open, but they had to really tough it out against Nicolas Almagro and Fabio Fognini. Cecilia, both players went into 3 sets. I know you might say, okay, what's going on here? But look at the opposition they faced. Nicolas Almagro, very good, decent player on clay. Fabio Fognini as well is very decent. So what matters for these 2 guys is they're still on. They haven't crashed out like Stan Wawrinka.
Yep, that's the way it is. Just give it to both of them, Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic, big stars. Okay, which one are we starting with now? We're starting with Madrid Open, starting with Djokovic and Nishikori.
Correct. I mean, we'll be waiting for Rafael Nadal to hit the court. I mean, he had his minor setback, hair infection, but I said it yesterday that I don't think that's going to be enough to stop Rafael Nadal, and he actually, proved me right when he took on Nicolas. Fabio Fognini, I beg your pardon. It was a very tough game, went into 3 sets, but Nadal, like we all know, he is the main guy when it comes to clay. It was a very, very tough win for him, but he managed to get the victory 6-3 or 4 in the last set. And then it's through to the next round of the Madrid Open. He ended 7-5, 3-6, 6-4. That's how that one ended in favor of Rafael Nadal.
And of course, talking about another guy who made it to the next round, Novak Djokovic, was actually made to sweat by Nicolas Almagro, the first match of his Madrid Open defense. But then eventually he won 6-1, 4-6, 7-5.
Correct. And that was a very tough one. Like we said, Djokovic, a lot of people were looking forward to seeing how Djokovic was going to cope without any coach, because a few days ago he sacked. He parted ways with Cesar Mucho with his coaching staff, entire coaching staff. So right now, Novak Djokovic is on the ATP tour all by himself, doing it solo, and we're looking forward to seeing how he was going to perform against Almagro, and it was a very, very tough one. 6-1, 4-6, 7-5. He won that particular match, and he is through to the 3rd round as well.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Also through to the 3rd round, you have Ken Nishikori. He had also a familiar opponent to face, Diego Schwartzman, the world number 40. I mean, he took the first set comfortably, but then Nishikori won in 2 sets. 1-6, 6-love, 6-4. That's after 3 sets, but somehow after losing that set the way he lost it.
Yeah.
Where he just went on and didn't drop a set till he won.
That's how to bounce back. That's how to bounce back. After losing 1-6 in the first set, he bounced back to win 6-love, 6-4 in the last 2 sets, and that's why he's in the 3rd round of the Madrid Open as well. So it looks like all the big guns are doing very well at the moment. Andy Murray booked a space yesterday as well too. And apart from Stan Wawrinka, who, something is definitely going wrong with Stan this year. He hasn't had the best of starts. Very, very underwhelming season for him. And the poor form has just continued at the Madrid Open. So that's action coming from the Madrid Open. We'll keep you definitely updated with more of the results as they come in.